Today, we're covering Marin Kitagawa from the My Dress Up Darling series. Vying for the position of Best Girl of 2022, she's a popular schoolgirl with a charming geeky side to her, who makes quite a first impression. With that, here are my reasons why Marin Kitagawa is Best Girl, Waifu Material. Some minor spoilers for the anime. Appearance-wise, she's absolutely gorgeous with that long blonde hair that have pink highlights on the ends. That plus an amazing pair of eyes that just sparkle like crazy. It has this amazing shade of red due to her contact lenses, which you would never be caught dead without. But even her regular eye color looks stunning. She also has an adorably tiny nose and mouth, which transforms into this huge smile that's simply contagious. And believe me, her enthusiasm could probably power an entire city. Oh, and how could I forget those multiple ear piercings? Very punk. She can normally be seen wearing the standard school uniform, consisting of a white shirt, plaid skirt, and loose necktie. The rest of the time, she can be seen wearing a variety of casual outfits and always looking great, no matter what she wears. Even in her failed cosplay attempt, she manages to look cute. But more on that later. Now, this being Japan and all, we're bound to see her in a yukata at some point, and boy does she look stunning. As we go through the anime, we find that Gojo-kun is a simply kind-hearted person, doing all this hard work just for Marin, but she too can be generous. However, the only way she knows how is by emptying her wallet. Marin usually likes to shell out by buying Gojo-kun a ton of meals and snacks. Oh yeah, did I mention that this waifu loves to eat? Anything from candy apples at the festival to burgers on the beach. And to her, ramen apparently qualifies as a light snack. And she even had room for meat wrapped onigiris right afterwards. All this while being able to maintain her feminine figure, which she can sometimes get defensive about. Aside from that, she also finances the cosplay expenses like the wigs, materials, and even the professional grade camera, which can get expensive. Oh, and let's not forget the extra fees like studios and love hotels. Wait, what? If you're wondering how she can afford all this, she works on the side as a part-time model for various magazines, with makeup that's done right. As most of you would know, Marin is quite an emotionally charged person, and possibly a JoJo fan. So when she starts to catch the feelings for Gojo, she could hardly contain herself. While picking out clothes for Gojo, she struggled to keep a straight face. Later revealing that she loves him in every outfit. At times, Marin can seem like a very forward person that simply loves to tease.
A few moments later.
And at the same time, doesn't feel the embarrassment like Gojo does. Well, most of the time. For one thing, she tracked down and showed up at Gojo-kun's house, then had no hesitations about coming in and walking directly into a boy's room. Then when it came to getting her measurements, she had no problems dressing down, wearing nothing but a swimsuit, and lying on his futon. Like many of you watching, Marin is a huge fan of anime and simply obsessed with her favorite characters. While her friends don't really understand, Marin isn't afraid to unleash her passion upon them, complete with a diagram. So with this, you can expect to visit tiny manga cafes together with barely any space for the both of you. And her room is just chock full of anime posters and whatnot. Like with anyone else, make sure you don't diss any of her fandoms, otherwise her inner ice queen comes out. Like many hardcore fans, one of her dreams is to cosplay as her favorite characters, considering it to be the ultimate form of love. As mentioned, Marin is a total amateur, leading to this savage critique by Gojo. After making Marin cry for a bit, the two end up making a pact together to turn Marin into her favorite character, which is Shizuku Kuroe from Let's just call it Slippery Girls 2. Which, by the way, just so happens to be an eroge. You know, the kind of content that makes you go, "Are you winning, son?" Which Marin likes to define as safe content. After a ton of work, mostly from Gojo-kun, the two end up with a beautiful costume worthy of Shizuku, and safe to say, Marin was absolutely delighted by it. While taking photos together, aside from a few initial bloopers, Marin was able to gather herself and embody Shizuku's signature look. As a cosplayer, you could say that Marin's dedication is unmatched. For one thing, she was willing to shave off her eyebrows with no hesitation. Then she braved the summer heat in full costume. As a cosplayer, you would naturally be approached by multiple fans, with requests to take photos, to which Marin happily obliges. Then taking it one step further by taking a selfie with them.
ギリ入んないんでちょい寄ってください。
To further emphasize the idea of becoming Shizuku, despite being hidden from view, the wind revealed that Marin drew number markings on her legs, which is a reference to how many interactions Shizuku has had. When the going gets tough, Marin is a supportive friend who claims to be a good cook, but I've heard that one before. In the kitchen, she has the tendency to deviate from the norm and add whatever she wants, ending with a dish that could be described as edible. While it won't exactly kill you, what was supposed to be an omurice recipe turned into something else entirely. Now I know we usually deal with the fiction on this channel, but if you're wondering how Marin might look like in the real world, look no further than the show's end credit artist Akase Akari, who not only dresses up like Marin, but also as her Slippery Girls counterpart, who looks just as cute and stunning, especially while giving us those innocent bedroom eyes. So what do you think of Marin? Would you help her out with her cosplay? Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment on Marin Kitagawa, our favorite Slippery Girls cosplayer.